Hey everyone, what's happening? This is Dave here. Hey, I'm going to take a minute and address something that I've noticed on YouTube here lately. And I'm not saying that it's addressed to me, but I've kind of taken offense by it, so I'm going to address it. And maybe it's not addressed to me at all. But I have reason to believe it is. So I'm going to go ahead and address this issue. And I'm going to do it graciously and gently because I actually enjoy everybody in my YouTube circles. I mean, everybody, the girls and the guys, I mean, they're all awesome people. They all train hard, and I enjoy all their videos. But I want to address something that has been coming up. And not only have I had a suspicion it was addressed to me, but a few other people said something to that effect. So I'm going to go ahead and address it. Okay. When I started lifting weights in 1971, my father and mother bought me my first iron DP set. But from that point on, I started accumulating weights over the years. I would buy weights from yard sales. Over the years, I have bought weights in garage sales, yard sales, any place I can find weights or weightlifting equipment cheap to add to my gym when I was building my gym years ago. Also in Ohio, we have stores that are called Play It Again Sports, and maybe they're nationwide. I don't know. I know we have them here in Ohio. And what they do, they buy used sporting equipment and they resell them at a decent price. And I am constantly buying plates at Play It Again Sports. I'm constantly looking in yard sales for different kinds of plates. Now, there has been some things said by a YouTuber lately in our circles who seems to think that if you can't hear the plates, they're fake. Well, let me tell you something, okay? I've been lifting weights for 46 years now. So if you're not 46 years old or older, I've been lifting weights longer than you have been alive. And when I was a teenager, all right, you could buy plastic coated weights. And you can still buy plastic coated weights. And you put them on a scale, they weigh exactly what they say they weigh. If they didn't, the manufacturers wouldn't stay in business. Nobody would buy their equipment. Okay? There's a lot of manufacturers today now making the compressed rubber plates that have been out for decades and decades and decades, but was usually only exclusively used by the Olympic lifters. But now they're catching on to power lifters and weightlifters in general, and they're even in a lot of gyms now. A lot of gyms are putting those weights in there. They're easier on the floors. Planet Fitness, which I don't work out at, but Planet Fitness uses them a lot. They don't make the noise they do when they're dropped on the floor. They don't beat up the floor. I have this house we live in now, we built this home. Nobody's ever lived in this house but us. And when I started buying Olympic plates again a couple of years ago after the surgeries to get back into lifting because my surgeon said I could bench press again, my wife said, do we have to have those big iron plates? Can we buy something that won't chip the floor? And can we buy something that won't wake me up if you're working out late at night? I said, sure. I'm going to have to spend a little bit more money. And that's what I did. I bought 6 45-pound compressed rubber plates from a place in Texas. And I spent big bucks for them. I spent about $126 a piece for 6 45s, compressed rubber, really good plates. With the tax and the shipping and all, I paid almost $900 for 6 plates. Why? Because I can. Because I can. I've worked hard all my life and saved money, and I can. And I wanted to, because my wife asked me to. I have plastic coated plates around here that I've been accumulating for years. Now, they're the inch standard holes, so you can't bench with them, and they're big plates, so they take up a lot of room on the bar, so I wouldn't bench with them anyway. But I do keep them for my curling stations. I have the plastic coated wave plates at almost all my curling stations. I have 3 curling stations in this gym. And that's where they are. And they all weigh exactly what they say they're going to weigh. About 8 years ago, I bought a black set at a yard sale. A lady's son went into the military, and the stuff was sitting in her basement for a couple of years. And she had them sitting out there, and she had black plastic coated plates. And she had two 25s, two 25s, two 15s, two 10s, two 5s, and two 2.5s. Total 120 pounds. She said, $10. And honestly, I only had 8. I showed her, I opened my wallet, I said, I got $8. Can you hold it for me and I'll come back? She said, give me the $8 and get them out of here. So I got that 120 pound set of black plastic coated plate that weighs exactly what they say they do. And that's what I use in my curling station. And never, ever, ever, in all the years I've been doing this, and videotaping my stuff, and you guys have seen the old videos I put out on the VHS I convert and put on YouTube, I have never had anybody question the plastic coated plates, because most people who lift know they've been around for a coon's. I'm 60 years old. Okay? I've been lifting weights 46 years, and they were around 46 years ago when I started. So like I said before, if you're not 46 years or older, I've been lifting weights before you were born. And they were around then, and they're around now. And they're not fake plates. And just because you can't hear them doesn't mean they're fake. If you believe that, and you don't have any more knowledge about your chosen endeavor than that, then you're very misinformed about your chosen endeavor. You need to educate thyself. Okay? If you think that there's plates out there that are fake just because they don't make noise, you need to educate yourself on your chosen endeavor. Because these things have been around since I've been lifting weights, and that's 46 years ago. And they're still around. And you can still buy them at Kmart, you can buy them at Walmart, you can buy them at Play It Again Sports, you can buy them at most sporting goods stores. You don't have to buy it. You can buy the iron, you can buy the plastic coated plates. People like to put plastic coated plates in their house so they don't make noise. I know people who have a curling bar in their den on the carpet and wouldn't think of putting iron plates in there. And plastic coated dumbbells are real big. You can't get them in big sizes, I don't think, like I use. 90s, 100s, 110s. But you can get them, and they don't make any noise, and they're not fake. If they say 25 pounds, I guarantee you put them on a scale and they'll weigh 25 pounds. I weighed my plates often and never found one that's off. You might weigh a 25 pounder that weighs 26, or you might weigh a 25 pounder that weighs 24.5. So what? You find iron plates that do that. I walked in a sporting goods store one time and bought 2 Hex dumbbells, 75 pounders. Was carrying them out to my car, and one was going like this, and both of them said 75 pounds. I knew something was wrong. I turned around, we went back in the store. I said, this ain't right, man. The guy picked them up and he goes, you're right. We took them in the back and he weighed them on his UPS scale. One weighed 75 and one weighed 82. And they were iron Hex dumbbells that both same size and both said 75. So man, get off your soapbox about he's using plates that doesn't make any noise, so they've got to be fake. Again, I'm going to say it one more time. If that's what you believe, you are very uneducated in your chosen field of endeavor. And you need to educate yourself. Plastic coated plates are alive and well. They weigh exactly what they say they're going to weigh. The manufacturers wouldn't make products that were that inefficient purposely, or they'd go out of business. They can't stay in business making stuff like that. I use them because I work out in a home. I don't want, especially the 45s, I don't want them dropping on my floor. I don't want them chipping my new basement floor. I don't want it. My wife doesn't want to hear them clanging when I'm working out or if I'm bench pressing at 2 in the morning and she's right upstairs. Okay? The new compressed rubber weights doesn't cling clang. Oh, but that's right, because they don't cling clang, they gotta be fake, right? Dude, you need to educate yourself and you need to get off that soapbox. Okay? Quit pointing fingers at people and accusing people of doing things that they're not doing. That's not cool. You have no idea what you're saying. And I'll keep buying plastic coated plates every time I find them in yard sales. And if I need more 45-pound plates, which I don't think I will because of the shoulder and my age, I don't think I'm ever going to bench any more than I'm benching now. But if my bench happens to shoot up, if I start taking steroids intravenously, and my bench shoots up, I'll buy a truckload more of compressed rubber plates at 45 pounds. So what? So dude, back off, man. There's nobody using fake plates here. And I've had this gym open for years. I've had more people in and out of this gym. I've had hundreds of people just since I've lived in this house. I used to have my entire arm wrestling team, Central Ohio Arm Wrestling. We worked out here. It was up at 9 to 13 people every other week. Not one person discovered a fake plate in here. Think. All right.